John Krasinski with The Athletic. Jaden, just going into year 4 now, what's just the overall mindset that you have after and coming off of the progress that you made last season?
Say my overall mindset just to start off where I left off at and just continue to be aggressive defensively and keep that defensive presence out there, and then offensively just continue to be confident in my game, putting the ball on the ground, getting to my spots, and just being a good all-around player.
This is the first time you've been through a contract negotiation. What's that process been like for you, and do you feel optimistic about getting a deal done? Where do you think things stand that way?
Really, I just been just focused on basketball and working out. I mean, I know the contract thing is there, but I just try to let my agents handle it and just continue to get better as a player. I mean, the better I get,
Jaden, you spent so much of your time the past few years on ball defensively. When you were hurt last year, Nikhil took a lot of that on there too. What do you envision, when both of you are on the floor and you can be off ball sometimes? What can you do in that role as well that we haven't seen as much of?
I feel like off ball, I feel like I can protect the rim very well, and then just being able to guard off ball actions, if that's chasing people off the screens or chasing shooters. I feel like that's one thing, and then also just communicating, just being able to see the floor, helping my teammates and tell them things that they can't see while they're playing on ball.
Larry Fitzgerald, National Programming Network. What have you specifically worked on to improve on what you believe you need to?
I would say improving on my ball handling and just playing with the ball in my hands. I would say just finding different ways to score and create my own shot and just getting to my own spot. I mean, I'm so tall, and I feel like a lot of the shots I can get to, they won't be contested that much. So just really just getting to my spots, pulling up, continuing to shoot the 3 balls, catch and shoot, and then that's pretty much it.
Chris Hine from the Star Tribune. Nas re-signed this summer. How much were you in his ear about coming back here, and how happy were you when he finally did?
I wasn't really in his ear that much. I kind of just told him, I'm going to be happy for you wherever you do, whatever decision you make. Is just, I'm happy he's back. I congratulated him when he got his contract. It's good to see he's worked for it, so I'm just happy he's still here.
And what did you maybe learn in the short time late in the season when Carl was back, Rudy, and you guys were all playing together for really the first time almost all season? What did you learn about how you fit in, especially on the offensive end of the floor with those guys?
I learned that I could fit in pretty well, just finding different ways in offense, different parts in offense where I could impact scoring or even assist and being a playmaker. So just continue to play when Cat has the ball in the post, just playing off cuts or even playing the pick and roll with Rudy a little bit, throwing lobs, stuff like that, just make the game fun for myself.
Hey, what's up, Jaden? Max Fuller here from KFAN. The news broke about a month or so ago that you grew a couple of inches over the summer. I'm just curious, did you still have the fro? Because I'd be lying and pretending like I'm taller than I am, and I'm 6'5" with the fro. Did you still have the fro when they?
Yeah, I had the fro for sure. I'm probably like 6'10" and a half. Hey, it's 11 almost.
Maturity has been a theme kind of throughout the different press conferences today. What aspects in terms of maturity do you think this team has room to grow?
I'll say maturity-wise, I'll probably put it with kind of preparation for games. I would say just being locked in, knowing the personnel of the players that we're going against, and just because one thing a personnel can probably mess up the game just if he's a sharpshooter, so we just flush him off the line. If you don't flush him off the line, he hits the 3, the game could be over type thing. So just preparation.
Brett Robson, Mid-Post. I think everybody knows that you're a quality defensive player, but I think your role on the offense last year kind of went under the radar. You only increased your usage by 1%, but you maximized a lot of what you were doing in the context of your teammates. But given all the high usage guys you're playing with, are you going to be able to continue that, or is this pretty much where you'll be as kind of like a 4th or 5th option in the half court with the guys you play with, and are you okay with that?
No, I feel like I can continue it and continue to get better and go higher and just really continue to make my production more. I feel like I could be a 1 or 2 guy in the NBA on the NBA team. So me having that confidence, I feel like, I could go out and score 25 points every night if I wanted to.
Jaden, what did you learn the most about playing with Rudy from the start of last season to the end, and how do you think you can build on that, especially maybe on the defensive end too? You guys are two great defenders working together.
I'll say, like, first it kind of took time just to get used to just having Rudy there so big, like knowing that if you get beat or something wrong happens that he's going to be there to protect you. So just getting that trust was one thing. So now that, like, I know that he's back there, I feel like I could play more freely, but then also just continuing to be on the string defensively, continuing to communicate. I feel like that was one thing that we struggled with at the beginning was communication and, like, pick and rolls and stuff. But towards the end, I feel like we got great at being in the high drop and then being in the regular drop. So I feel like just building off that.
And Ant just got done saying that you're the most important player on the Timberwolves because you have the most potential. Did you hire him as your agent in the offseason, or is he?
Shoot, I wish he could be my agent. Hey, look.
But how is that just the relationship that you two have and building on that as two young focal points?
We got a good relationship. I mean, we both want to see each other succeed, and, like, we both love each other's game. I mean, Ant could do anything that he wants on the court at any time. So, like, that's something I want to get to and just be able to, like, to be Ant and Jaden team. So just continuing to work and continuing to get better with both of us.
Jaden, I saw a couple different players on podcasts and stuff this summer compare your game and progression to Mikal Bridges. Do you see that comparison in your game? Have you watched some of him?
Yeah, I could see the comparison. I mean, I'm my own player. I always say that. So just continuing, like, I've watched this film. I've seen how, like, the transformation from Phoenix to Brooklyn, how he did. Like, he's a great player. I could see myself doing that as well. I mean, just continuing to work on my game and getting better is the only way I could get there. Sir, thank y'all.